Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you some stocking stuffer ideas for him. This video was requested over from Instagram, so I thought I would just film it and hopefully give you guys some good ideas. If you are new here, my name is Addie. I am a mom to 3 little girls, and my channel is mostly about motherhood, kids activities, and just basically trying to give some helpful snippets in everyday life. So that is me. Hope you can find some other useful things on my channel, but for today, let's get to stocking stuffers. So I have to be honest, not all of his items have arrived yet, and I haven't even ordered or gone to purchase some of his stocking stuffers that I'm going to be doing. So I have a couple to show you, but I wanted to give you at least my list of ideas, and I have about 20 to 30 ideas that I will give you today, just not really be able to show you them all. So anyway, the first one is lottery tickets. I love getting those. They're, you know, pretty cheap to buy at the gas station, and you could potentially do some winnings. They're fun to scratch off in the morning, so lottery tickets seem to always be a win here. The second one is fancy salts. So I don't mean like salt that you would typically purchase from the grocery store that like is just like pink Himalayan salt. I mean like fancy salts. Maybe you have to order them, maybe you have to go to a specialty store, but like parsley infused salt, special whatever, truffle oil salt, stuff like that, that's special that you wouldn't normally buy. Or if you want to do something a little bit more commercial, everything but the bagel seasoning is always a win. My husband loves that. You could just do their favorite spice as well, which his is cayenne, so maybe I could get him some new cayenne. Or if you have a husband who is a griller, then, or a him, if you're not doing this for your husband, then maybe grilling seasoning or something like that. So just salts, fancy salts or seasonings, or something atypical from what you might normally purchase from the grocery store. Next on my list is kind of first aid related. So for my husband, one of his like medical like things he really likes is a thing called arnica gel. You can see that this tube is like totally donezo, and I am actually purchasing one for his stocking this year. But this is called arnica gel. He uses it for anytime he has like basically pains or muscles. He plays soccer, so when he comes home, if he's sore, he might use arnica gel or something like that. So any sort of for muscle pain and stiffness, swelling from injuries, bruising, that's what arnica gel would be good for, and something I'm gonna get him more of. But also in that category, mini bug spray, sunscreen, band-aids, a bug net cover. I've gotten this thing for him in the past. It's like this little wool or cotton little like ball almost, but they're for blisters, and he's a hiker, so that was good for him for that. So just think more than just like first aid. Think health, things that they might use, but those are a few ideas. Next up is batteries. Obviously not the most exciting thing, but things that you always need. Whenever I do them for stocking stuffers, I always try to get batteries that we normally need that we don't have on hand. So it's not necessarily like a gift for him, but more for our home. And so this one is like the LR44. They're the little small batteries. Sorry if it doesn't focus, but a lot of times we'll need it in kids' toys, like kids' books that like sing or make noises. A lot of times you'll need this type of battery. Or watches, like his watch, his Fossil watch takes this kind of battery. So batteries is another good idea. AA, AAA, like I don't know, whatever kind he might need, or a battery for a phone, like a power block or a wireless charger or something like that. So batteries are another thing that I always try to add. My next category idea is for the car. So whether it's an air freshener, which is pretty simple, or a gift card to a car wash, or a gift card to get your car detailed, which men love. I would like that too, actually, because my kids are messy. But the other thing that I really like is not an air freshener, because I'm not big into scents, but an air neutralizer. So I will link it in the description below. I'll try to link what I can, but there is an air neutralizer spray that you can get for your car that literally just like, you have spoiled milk in there, spray this, the scent is gone. It's amazing. Next up is kind of, I'm not sure what to call this category, but liquid IV or just vitamins if they need vitamins, or a protein powder. Maybe it's like a hangover cure if that's something that would interest them. Liquid IV is big here at our house, especially after workouts and stuff. That is, you know, something he might do, or protein powder. But things in that category, always good. Another thing, he's an outdoorsy guy, so waterproof matches, they exist. They're pretty cool. Or just regular matches, maybe a lighter, maybe the really long ones, like whatever one you think that him would like or use the most. Next up is tickets. Not necessarily to a game, which it might be like what you think. It could be a concert, it could be a show, it could be a beer or whiskey tasting, it could be a couples cooking class, it could be a pass to your rock climbing gym down there, you know, whatever kind of ticket type thing, but doesn't have to be just like a game or a show. Next up is the category of like sport/hobby. So it could be if your husband or him is into golf. Maybe you get golf tees or golf gloves, you know, something small within that sport or hobby. Maybe they're into biking, so biking gloves, or a bike light, or a bike radio, something like that. If they're into fishing, maybe it's fishing bait. If they're a runner, maybe a running belt, or those sneaker balls that the sneaker ball deodorizers that you can put in their sneaker that stinks, or their gym bag, or whatever. Or maybe they could use a reflective armband for the darker kind of nighttime runs. Maybe stickers for a water ball if they work out or play a sport. Maybe they need what they call, I think, is like a cork ball, which is like a spiky ball that they can use to like rub around their muscles to relieve tension and achy pains. If they go kayaking like my husband, maybe they need a waterproof bag, or fishing or whatever. So just think about what their hobby is, what their sport is, and what something small from that genre that they might be able to use. Another thing could be a headlamp or a mini flashlight. Always useful. They actually make mini flashlights that also have like a point on the end, so they can be used to break like a car window if you ever gotten into an accident and needed to get escape. Like, I forget what they're called, maybe like safety somethings, I don't know. But that could be another idea. Socks and underwear, obviously those are kind of not unique necessarily. That's not a revolutionary idea here, but they are things that like men just need. If it's a Christmas gift though, if it's going in their stocking, I typically like to do something a little nicer. So maybe it's the Calvin Klein underwear that they would never personally buy. Or maybe it's the Smart Wool or Darn Tough or Bamba socks, like the kind of higher end socks, not just like the pack of 6 that you can buy. Next up, IT related. So whether it's, I already mentioned, a wireless phone charger, maybe an AirPod holder if they have AirPods, new headphones, a cord organizer, maybe they need a new phone case, something of that nature. Next up is breath fresheners, as I like to call them. So it could be gum. It could also be a mint. It could be Altoids. It could be Listerine strips, you know, whatever you think him is going to enjoy. Also, something from the beverage category. Oftentimes that's alcohol here. Whiskey rocks, mini alcohol bottles, bitters, maybe cherries if they like a little extra, or like the orange twist type things that you can buy. Maybe it's him doesn't drink alcohol, so maybe for them it's coffee. You could do a bag of coffee. For my husband, I got him a gift card to our like local specialty coffee shop, and I got enough for him to get a bag of coffee and like an espresso, or you know, whatever kind of drink he would do there. So I put that much on the gift card. Men seem to also really like hot, spicy type thing, so adding something like that to their stocking is another like kind of category. For my husband, that is sriracha. Maybe him would be more of like a wing sauce, or a other like Cholula type sauce, like, but a hot sauce or a wing sauce or something like that tends to go over really well with he type people. Next up would be snacks or candy, which again is typical. My husband tends to like, which I have ordered, but he tends to like specialty beef jerky, Pringles, clementines, barbecue chips, fancy nuts. I am doing a little bit of candy this year for him. He really likes the Buenos, and everyone's getting one of these, so he's getting a Reese tree as well. A watch or a watch band is another idea. Next up on my list is hand or warmer type things. So a pair of work gloves, like leather, working out in the yard, like work glove type things, or maybe touch enabled gloves that he can still do his phone or whatever with. A beanie, a ball cap, a scarf, a balaclava, which if you don't know what that is, it's like the scarf that goes, also has like a hood, so then it leaves like your eyes open basically. My husband likes those. Hand warmers, things like that, things for the cold weather. Another category kind of is around the house. So I have gifted scraping tools in the past, which I will kind of post a picture here because it's one of my top all-time favorite kitchen items. So a scraper tool, maybe dishcloths or washcloths, WD-40 if you need that around the house, something to remove grease really well, like just whatever kind of cleaning around the house type thing you might need. Again, practical things that will actually be used. And then of course, personal hygiene stuff. That's always a good category and one that I always do. So here I got him some toothbrushes. These are the Oral-B Pulsar Expert Clean ones. They are a like half manual, half electric type option. He really likes these. I got them last year for the first time and he hasn't gone back. He wants more. So getting more for Christmas. Also some toothpaste. And then I did get him some deodorant. This is Schmidt's Natural. It's the charcoal and magnesium one. And then what else did I get him? Working hands. He is a woodworker, so he does get very beat up hands. It's a great product if you have someone in your life like that too. And then chapstick, always a good option too, even for the men. And then the last thing I got really doesn't fall into necessarily the categories, maybe the around the house one. But for him, I am actually getting this Lodge silicone like pan skillet holder. We have a cast iron. We don't have anything that you can pick up said cast iron with when it is hot. So I found this at the store and I actually went ahead and picked it up. We typically use a glove or, you know, whatever we have, pot holder type thing. But it would be kind of nice to have something that is dedicated to that you don't need to like pull out all the time and you just already have there. So I did pick that up as well. And those are my ideas. So hopefully this helps you. Hopefully this is what you're asking for and gives you kind of some different ideas than you normally kind of see on those what to get your husband in a stocking stuffer type list. I know I hate those lists because they're literally all the same. So hopefully this gives you some more ideas and I'll see you guys in the next one. So thank you for watching. And if you're new here, hope you stick around. I will see you in the next one. Bye.